Hello everyone and welcome to the PCM Podcast. Today I'm joined here by Breadmaker
Fuck, hello.
and Neon.
What's good?
And today, where the fuck did the extremes go? It's just three centrists here. What the fuck happened?
Yep,
Yeah.
it's a circle jerk of centrists.
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck are we going to talk about?
Well, we can talk about the fucking thing that seems to be associated with this group, food.
Right, what about
Well, I suppose we could always start off with, what are everyone's favorite foods?
shit?
Oh no.
Don't think I have
Do you guys
favorite food.
not have a favorite food?
Don't think so. Probably rice and fucking meat.
Ah, so you might as well be a fucking Asian. Got it.
I actually do love rice.
I don't like the stuff. It reminds me too much of maggots.
I like rice. I think it's pretty good with sweet and sour chicken.
I don't like rice for a reason.
Explain.
Oh, my sister was making effectively some pasta once. I'm not even sure if it was pasta. But, of course, that box had been there for who knows how long. Just
Oh,
sitting in the cupboard. Probably was there for nearly 2 years. So she decides to pick it off and feed me it. Because, of course. Why not? Anyway, after she makes it, she realized, hey, most of this isn't any sort of noodle. Most of it was maggot, covered in cheese sauce. So there is a reason why I avoid any type of pasta.
Weirdly enough, I do hate pasta, but I don't know why. But I never associate rice with fucking maggots. Just now
They're
I
about
have
the
a
same
bad image
size
about
once
it.
they're fully made.
But yeah, if you do have siblings, you are usually like the test subject of whatever the fuck they think is going to be entertaining to do to you.
Yeah. Neo, what's your favorite food?
I have to say, I guess the biggest thing that all humans need, protein. So eggs. Eggs are pretty good.
How do you like them made?
Just like egg sandwiches. Runny, I
Egg sa-
guess.
Egg sandwiches.
I mean, what else? Breakfast burritos. You can make breakfast burritos, bacon, and potatoes, and all the goods.
This is just a
So you do just live off of Walmart. Got it.
I am poor. Yeah. Well, not completely off of. You're an asshole.
Now, for my favorite food, I'm going to say biscuits and gravy, and as my family calls it, B&G. It's much more of a southern-style dish. However, it can be reliably made for a bunch of people with very few ways to have it go wrong. Also, if you know what you're doing with spices, you can make it go from bland and unappetizing to basically tasting like curry.
I've actually never had gravy. It don't even know
It
how
is
to make.
effectively country gravy, which means it is white with sausage.
Yeah, but what's it made out of? What does it taste like?
It's mostly made out of milk. It's like a cup and a half of milk, and then a cup of water. It's simple enough, but when you mix in sausage that has been seasoned with various spices, that's where most of your flavor comes in. Most people would just use ground black pepper, a bit of Italian seasoning, maybe garlic salt, and that's what they would usually season it with.
That gravy sounds vile. It actually sounds.
It looks vile, but it tastes a lot better.
Don't know. Don't know about that.
It can't be as bad as Alfredo gravy.
Just watered
That
down milk
was
sounds
a
like
nightmare story.
the worst thing that you can consume.
Yeah, it is also always served on biscuits. Usually the ones that we make from home are nice and fluffy. Simple enough. You can usually feed maybe 2 people on an average batch of biscuits and gravy, with it being as small serving as possible. However, if you're trying to feed a group of like 10, 12, that's when you start getting a lot of gravy made at once. And you need a massive container for it. So you know how witches are stereotypicalized using an iron cauldron?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have one of those. Exclusively for gravy.
You have to send me a picture of that later.
It is not here. I'm with my brother. My mother has it.
That sounds so fucking Middle American.
Yeah, we use a lot of old tools. Like, we are one of the few families still that actively uses a mortar and pestle.
Oh yeah, we do too over here. That's how we make our seasoning.
We
Yeah,
also
it's a
have
very good way to
mortar and
actually be able to
pestle
make your own seasoning. What?
We also have mortar and pestles here in Greece.
Yeah, around here in my specific region, no one likes to use them. I don't know why.
So smart.
Yeah, you save so much time.
Yet,
Everyone that I've talked to that grinds up their own spices will just fucking hit it with a hammer until it's small enough to throw into a sauce.
actual caveman logic.
Yeah.
I do have to say that this has been a banger topic this far.
Yeah, you've already gotten a horror maggot story, me ranting on about how the fuck we make a massive amount of gravy in a short amount of time.
And I've been
all
here.
time tools.
Don't worry, I can carry the food topic, because I own a smoker, and I like to smoke a lot of meat. Like, a lot
Me too.
of meat. Like,
We've
an
seen the
ungodly amount of
pictures.
meat. I
We've
will
seen
send you
pictures.
every one that I have that has been done. Like, I have done a lot of meat.
I think you've sent me some of your ribs before.
Like, bam, look at these. The only one that looks fucking fake is the chicken, and I don't know why it turned out so well.
Why does it look like that?
It looks like it's made out of fucking plastic. The only thing is, the skin was chewy as shit. But it turned out so well for all of these.
Do you not have like oil over there or something? Being American, oil should be like the main thing that you should have.
No, we do not use oil.
That's
We don't use much oil in any of our cooking.
how fucking dare you.
Uh,
Here, as a Greek, I do have to say that you need to drown every food you have in olive oil.
And that's why everything over there tastes like piss.
Tastes way fucking better.
Bullshit.
It is not bland.
I have had food from a fucking Euro truck. That shit was disgusting.
A fucking what? A Euro
Tastes-
truck?
I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but these guys effectively made
oh, the Greek tacos.
heroes. Yeah, the Greek tacos. Fucking horrible. Tasted like
Souvlaki.
feet. The bread was fucking soggy.
It's not supposed to be soggy.
Yeah, well, it was fucking soggy. So I'm blaming the entirety of your fucking country for why my meal was soggy. So get fucked.
I've never had a soggy souvlaki. You probably picked like the worst fucking person that existed. But talking about souvlaki, there are some souvlagirica or souvlaki places that make souvlaki that dip the what's it called, the fucking the outside bread. What do you call it in English?
What?
The outside of the souvlaki,
Oh,
The
crust.
heroes?
the
Oh,
crust.
crust?
Yes, I guess
I fucking completely zoned out again. God damn it.
they dip the crust in beer and makes taste so fucking good.
Oh. That just sounds like our sourdough recipe.
Yeah, but it's like actual beer. You can taste like
Yeah.
a bit of alcohol.
We also use beer in most of our recipes.
Ooh, some French toast. Sounds amazing right now.
French toast? Oh, we use cinnamon in our fucking batter.
Oh yeah, cinnamon, all the way. Cinnamon sugar.
No, literally just raw cinnamon that's been grounded down.
All right.
Granted, it's not nearly as sweet, but you definitely get the flavor. Maybe a bit too much if you're asking me. You know, since there are two Americans here and one Greek, Proxy, go on a rant about your fucking national food, why don't you?
Mhm.
Proxy? Wrong Greek.
Motherfucker. God damn it, wrong person!
Mm.
I don't know why, but I always associate you with fucking Proxy.
Yet I don't know why.
I do believe it is because you sound similar.
Probably though I do have I do think I have a bit of a different accent. I hope so, because I fucking hate the Greek accent while speaking English. It sounds just terrible. It sounds like somebody trying to do a Russian accent and being bad at it. Anyway, national food, I guess the souvlaki is pretty damn good. And outside of that, we have something called yemista, which is also one of my favorite foods. Which we take tomatoes, peppers, and aubergines, the eggplants that Americans call it. We empty them out,
Yeah, okay, now I know it.
and once again we fill them up with rice and a bunch of other spice and all of that. Put them in the oven, and it comes out pretty damn tasty.
You know, I think I've had eggplant maybe twice in my life.
I've never had an eggplant.
Effectively, yes, it is again using the smoker, because that is apparently the only way we know how to make food. Effectively, we hollowed it out, similar to how you guys did it, and then we stuffed it with a fuck ton of pepper. Like a metric fuck ton of pepper. Like, I'm fairly certain there was more pepper than eggplant. It was basically just a giant eggplant stuffed with fucking peppers. I have no idea what that is, but that doesn't look the best, but I'm imagining it tastes amazing.
Yes, that is yemista.
Do
Though, in this image it
homie.
doesn't look that appetizing.
you know of a place in America called Heart Attack Grill?
Yes.
Oh, I know that place.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain it is just synonymous with America.
Of course.
I have went there.
Oh no.
It lives up to its name. It is
Did you
everything
know?
you would... Yes, I did.
Good.
Didn't the owner brag about having 20 or 30 people dying in his restaurant from actual heart attacks?
Yes, that is an actual thing. It is a statistic on the
Don't
wall.
you have to sign a waiver?
Yes, you do. Everything about it is fucking true. It's
How is it
all
still
true.
open? How is it still
It's
open?
fucking thriving. They're considering opening another one.
That's terrible.
You know, actually, in my hometown, we have a very specialized pizza joint that has won repeatedly the best pizza joint within the states over and over. It has been it for like 20 years straight now. They opened another one up in the major city near me. Apparently, that place has made a fuck ton of money for the owner. So expect a potential new pizza brand out there in the near future of like 100 years. Assuming they don't get taken down by the corporate overlords. But that place is known as Charlie's Pizza. It's very, very small. Very homey atmosphere. Definitely feels like it's straight out of the 50s, which is what it's built to... Think of word
Represent?
here.
Represent.
Not represent. Like, bring the image into your head style. I'm trying to remember the actual word for that. Yeah, you-
Emotion?
Yeah, we'll just say that. But that place is very, very small. Like, the kitchen, you could not walk. There's like maybe 10 people working in the kitchen, and they're back to back, shoulder to shoulder, just running a fucking pizza parlor back there.
Oh, you're trying to recreate the scene in your head. Oh. That's what you meant. Okay.
The fucking entrance is... There's just no entrance. You just walk in, straight into the fucking restaurant. As it should be. And you look to your right, there's just booths up the wall. In the middle, there's like maybe 3 tables. But you could fit a family of fucking 12 at each of them. And they are big enough to serve a goddamn pizza the size of the table. Like, we are not talking a small pizza. Well, let me fucking
That
pull this place up.
sounds
So,
very, very, very American. Just pizzas the size of entire tables. And the
they've had
hardtack
to
is like
downsize a bit,
the steak
considering
one.
half their staff moved to a different area. Like, the one that it moved into the big city, it has none of the personality as the one in my hometown does.
Well, most places when they franchise, they just lose that touch that they had.
Like, I'll just show you a image of the inside this bitch, and you could just easily feel the grease, the salt.
Mm.
Like, it is an incredibly small image, but I wonder if I can make it bigger.
Those chairs look amazing.
That
Like, this place is
unironically
old.
looks like a location in a Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Like,
I
yeah,
thought
maybe
about
that image
that
is
too.
bigger. There we go.
Oh,
Like, that place is just... That's legit just the entryway. Like, this is what they
nice
use
little
as the
place.
entryway. Like, you can link the tables up together, and you can just have a fucking buffet line for pizza. And there's so many goddamn aquariums. Like, there's just so many.
This is a
Like,
pretty
on the outside,
liminal image.
like, this place has been open since the 50s. That's the reason why it's still like this. And then the outside just has a casual reference to Marilyn Monroe. Yet
Because she
more,
was
I am
probably
practically doxing
popular
myself.
when
But
that was built.
this thing
Oh.
has not changed once since it's been built. Like, it has a full tap bar in the back. It is... There's a fucking massive arcade in it, too.
That actually sounds pretty damn good.
Like, here's a image of legit just the back room and some random child. Like, that is the back room where everyone else sits once you're an adult and you can start getting drinks. Like, that front room is legit just for families, and in the back is just fucking great. Like, it's separated by a massive fucking aquarium.
Also, I gotta say a big sorry to the audio listeners, because we've just been posting image after image today.
I'm trying to find an image of the arcade, but no, I just found one of the bar.
why is there just a kid pointing at a fish?
Like, the entire floor is just fucking plaid. I don't understand why it's plaid, but it's plaid. And it's
No,
cleaner than most floors in the fucking city are.
it
I
matches
don't
the
understand. I just don't understand how they keep clean fabric so clean, while half of my fucking town can't keep a goddamn tile floor clean. It just works. I don't understand how, but it does.
Probably child sacrifices.
I wouldn't even be surprised. Like, you could just find this place on fucking Google Maps, and you could just see. Like, it is the parking lot, incredibly small. This bitch is always packed at night.
It's
And it's right next to a fucking Scenics.
one of
fucking
those
gas
shops
station.
that are like money cows. They just have extremely low upkeep cost, and they make massive amounts of money just because they're known in the local community.
But this is one of those that has actively started down the path of becoming maybe a chain restaurant. The only complaint I have about this place is there is so much goddamn salt on the crust. Like, if you take a bite of it, you need a pitcher of water in order to finish a single piece. Like, there is so much salt. I'm fairly certain they put a half cup of salt for a full pizza.
Well, considering that you do put like sugar in your dough and bread, it's probably a
No,
way
they
to
don't. They
offset
don't
it.
even use sugar in it. They don't use sugar. I have actively asked and been in the back room many times while they're making pizza. They do not use sugar at all. I was considering actually getting a job here instead of the morgue.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because working on a morgue is a fucking wild concept to me.
It's very quiet. The only thing is, holy shit, the smell of bodies while they're being burned is not something you want to smell.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was because cremation is not a thing here. I was thinking more of the morgue's job that they literally just put on makeup on the corpses and prepare them for like the funeral. Just
Oh,
burning
then.
corpses is probably like easier. Needing to have a body like in front of you and putting makeup on it is probably way worse.
Like, I need to get across the city somehow to show like a fucking image of where the hell I work. Because I think my town is the only town in the world that is named Yankton, which is very weird now that I think about it.
Keep doxing yourself.
Yeah, I know. People already know. No one cares.
Yeah, true.
Because no one's gonna fucking visit this place.
Wait until
That
some
is-
fucking crazy guy watches the podcast and just comes to your town.
I'm not gonna reveal where the fuck I live. But this place is...
Yeah, but that sounds like a pretty small town.
It has 32,000 people in it. It's not the
Somebody
smallest.
could easily find you in that. Like, they said that I live in has like
surprisingly not.
4 or 5 million people in it.
There are 4 fucking funerals. Okay, so there's the airport. That area.
Your town has an airport? With 30,000 people?
Private use only. Sorry, Glowy's at
I'm
the door.
hearing my echo from someone's mic.
That would be new, because my mic was muted. But, I'm trying to get a active image of the fucking funeral home I work at. And, yeah, I'm aware you're probably gonna have to fucking edit out the, actual name of the place. Considering I'm fairly certain that these guys are a chain funeral home. Oh, this one works. As far as I'm aware, you can't even see the active name of the place. But this place just looks ancient. And that, I wonder if I can make that bigger somehow.
That just
No,
reminds me of Children of the Corn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
that looks
legit.
like a horror movie
That
house.
It is. It's haunted as shit too. Like, I'm fairly certain 30% of the people that we burn or help bury are haunting the place because there's a fucking nearly a mile-long graveyard next to it.
Damn.
Like, I'm trying to fucking remember the name of the graveyard that is right next to it. You can see it from the entirety of. You can see it from both sides of the town. How are there so many? How do we have 6 graveyards? How?
I'm telling you, something is going on in that town. Unnaturally clean floors, 6 graveyards. I'm starting to see a connection there.
Yeah, one of the state's best pizza parlors.
What's in the pizza?
Good question, but it tastes awfully salty. Anyway, here's an image of the graveyard. This place is just flat out haunted. Can you see why there's a cult in my town?
Bro. This has to be a joke. You're trolling.
No, I'm not. I'm not fucking trolling. That is legit the graveyard in my town. It is haunted as fuck. That happens every morning. Every goddamn morning.
It's just the fucking spirits roaming around. That's
No, that's just the fog.
the
If you
fucking
go in, you
fog.
tend not to come out.
holy fuck.
Like, if you go out there
you
either
can film
early
a horror
morning or at
movie
night,
there
you will hear voices.
You can feel
That's
a horror
surely
movie there
haunted.
and you won't need any effect. The spirits will just sense you recording and just appear and do
Yeah,
fucking
literally.
special effects for you.
I'm fairly certain that this is one of the more haunted towns in the U.S. Just because of those 2 fucking buildings. Anyway, where were we before I went on a rant about the graveyard and the morgue?
Food.
Oh, right, food! We're not talking about how we are potentially putting corpses into pizza. Right. We're not leaning into more conspiracies, goddammit.
Well, we do need to make a conspiracy part 2 video at some point.
Oh, great, so are we gonna go on a rant about how my fucking state's pizza parlor is basically using corpses as fucking pepperoni?
Yes.
Human.
Let's
would explain
create
why
a
there's so much salt.
conspiracy.
No, we don't need to damage their reputation any more than it potentially is.
It can attract tourism though.
The morgue is just a giant brick oven.
I'm not joking. It is basically a fucking brick and mortar. It's a brick and mortar furnace that we use to burn bodies.
Yeah,
Anyway, food,
just like
food. Neo, what's your local food
Ah.
place? Like, there has to be something interesting out there.
I can't see too much, but I guess I guess we do have this one place called Main Street Grill. It's got some pretty good cheese fries. That's about it.
Proxy, do you know any good food places in your general
I'm
area?
not fucking proxy, Jesus Christ.
Fuck! You're
What
just proxy too at this point. Any Greek will just be known as proxy from now on.
I refuse. I have
No,
way better
this,
opinions
this,
than
is
proxy.
this is canon now. This is canon now. You're just proxy too.
Yeah, sure. Let's fucking go with that. That makes that makes more sense.
Good God, this is gonna be like fucking thing 1 and thing 2.
Yeah, I live in a big city, so no fucking shul. It's just shulless fucking fast food places.
Am I the only
that just
place
sell slop.
person here that has good food nearby?
I mean, I have somewhat good food. I mean,
I have like 3 other places I could go on a rant about.
I'm pretty sure we have a top 10 burger place in
Dude,
this
my town
state.
has 2 of the top 3 fucking wing places.
Hold on, I gotta look it up.
Around
real
me, it's
quick.
just fucking franchises. There is
These
not,
aren't
not a single
franchises. They're
one
literally
mom and
just
pop
one.
shop.
There is none of these are franchises except maybe Charlie's Pizza.
No, around me, it's just
But
like
we
fucking
have-
KFC, McDonald's, and bunch of like shuv-like places which they're basically all the same. Nobody.
I mean, we do
stands
have
out.
like 6 franchise stores that have kind of just become everyone's mainstream. Hey, I need to eat, and there's nothing good that sounds good. But if you have like fucking a spare $40 and like 3 other people you're trying to feed, most of these places will work. There's Bro's Burger Bar, my personal favorite. Fuck the wings. There is no wing, only sauce. It's a very good barbecue, though. I will not lie. It's very much a hole in the wall. Quite literally, it was created by accident. Let me
How does that
pull up the
happen?
origin story. Let me pull up the origin story of this. This building was originally meant to be a pharmacy. However, when the contractors accidentally knocked down 2 walls that were kind of critical to making sure the building wouldn't collapse, the pharmacy decided to move to somewhere else. When these franchising individuals decided to see, hey, the rent here is really cheap. This shouldn't collapse at all. Decided to install a bar along one of the old wall remains. It basically just blossomed, and it has not shut down. It's basically a sports bar now, but hey, wings are wings. And then there's this other place called Rock Bottom Beer and Wings. It is the definition of sports bar for my town. It can easily be recognized because there's a fucking metal lighthouse just hanging out the top of the place.
Alright, so we do have one good place in the state. It is called Mears Burger. And I'm gonna post a picture into the chat real quick.
Oh yeah, I suppose I should pull up images of these places I'm talking about. Oh, is that
Their
the food?
burgers are their burgers are huge. Go ahead and get some pictures. But anyway, everything is just 100% beef. It's fucking huge when you order it, and it's overpriced as hell. But it is really good. Hold on, I got another one that's insane.
That makes sense. Like that burger is cut in 4 parts, and each part looks like its own burger.
Just look at that one. Just look at that one.
So you're telling me that this is not the Heart Attack Grill?
Nope.
No, these are different places. We're talking about
this
local
is
joints in
my
our
town.
area.
Or this is in my state.
This is an
not
actual
town.
American food portion.
Do you want to see what the outside looks like? It
Sure.
it's got great character.
It's just a fucking yellow block. Just a Minecraft building.
This is the best burger place in the state.
That's kind of depressing. What are you in Ohio? Like, I'm gonna pull up a image of Bro's Burger. That is fucking Bro's Burger. It is legit just a hole in the wall that never collapsed.
That place looks fun.
Is that a metal roof? It's probably the reason why it hasn't collapsed. What the fuck is that neon? That
That's
bottom
the
image.
inside. That's the inside. It has like stairs going up.
This looks
And it's
like
just
one of those
covered
AI
with
generated.
signs.
That looks
Yep.
like one of those AI generated images where you feel that simulate having a stroke and you cannot make what anything is.
Yep, and the walls are covered with any sign possible. There's literally there's wanted posters on the wall.
Just a fucking old western like bounty posters or for actual criminals. Just a full-on bounty board.
I have no clue, but it'd be more interesting if it was actual criminals.
I'm trying to find fucking Rock Bottom because it has the lighthouse sticking out the top, and I'm trying to find it.
Is that like a SpongeBob reference?
No, it's not. I found it has just a tiny lighthouse sticking off the top. It looks like a shitty unicorn horn. It's legit just built into a corner of a fucking basically mall that has no mall. Like it's next to a nerd bar, a hot
That
tub
makes
shop,
no sense.
and another bar. Like that's Rock Bottom for you.
Oh
The
yeah,
food
that's exactly
is-
how you tell where it is.
The food is overpriced. That's all I can really say. Like, yeah, it looks good in photo, but it's not as good as it looks. And they use sea salt on fucking everything. Everything.
So the fucking lawnmower in the parking lot? Or is that a mobility scooter?
That's a long.
That's a lawnmower.
It's a
Yeah.
lawnmower.
That's-
And that's the inside of the place. It is dark as hell in there.
Quick
No
question,
matter the day.
quick question for the Americans. Why the fuck are there like lawnmowers and random shit everywhere?
because
Because
you
we
can
don't give a
drive
fuck.
them.
Oh yeah, they're kind of cheaper to drive than vehicles now, aren't they?
Not really. If you have the big ones, they might be.
That's just so much fair. I don't give a fuck. I'll just drive my lawnmower to the fucking burger place.
Like, there's just an image on Google of this fat bitch leaning on one of the sides of Bottom's bar. Like, there's an entire section dedicated to the bar.
Jesus.
Remember how oh yeah, that's right, Neil, you weren't on there for my fucking rant. That could make a proxy sound less evil. Like,
Are we talking
in
about
one-
actual proxy or are you referring to me once again?
actual proxy.
Okay.
But then there's just the side with the fucking movie theater screens that display sports. Like every wall has at least fucking 6 TVs.
From what
And
I've
yes,
seen from
all
the
of
place
them
you
are
posted,
horrible photos.
it's basically like somebody just clicked their fucking randomizer and those shops, those restaurants came into existence.
Yeah, like some of these have been around for ages, and then there's just Bro's Burger Bar, which exists in a wall, which is my personal favorite place because it's small, no one knows it exists, and the wings are fucking good,
Those are the
and their
best
fries
places.
are not covered in sea salt.
Wait,
Oh,
do
wait,
you,
we
do
do
you
have
eat your
another
fries
place.
like without salt?
We do not have any fries without salt, except for like this one place that I think is literally on the river.
That sounds
Like, you want to see
bland
Rock
as
Bottom's
fuck.
fries? You want to see Rock Bottom's fries that are the sea salt ones? I did just post it, did I not? Okay, there we go. Yeah, legit, just served in a fucking newspaper. Those are the fries. That's the fucking place that looks blurry as shit in all the photos. You would think that those do not taste of salt, but once you take your first bite, you might as well be drinking ocean water.
Oh, fuck.
There is-
I actually do love salt with my French fries. I cannot
Here's the
eat
thing:
fries without
regular
salt.
salt wouldn't be bad, but sea salt is excessive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, then we also have this one traveling taco truck that stops by. It is somehow so popular that they have had to build a fucking stand permanently in this town. So whenever they come by, they can just fucking park in the stand because their vehicle will be there for so long. I'm trying to find it. It's like right in the middle of town, across, like in a gas station parking lot. Then there's also what's the name of the place? Fuck. Trying to remember the name of it. I'm just sad I can't remember it now.
I actually do know. Remember, we have another place, but it's in the actual town I live in. It's called Big-A-Burger, and the thing is, it's called Big-A-Burger, but the burgers are not that big, and
What are they,
the
fucking
burgers
sliders?
really they're smashed. I guess they're big, but it's just width. That's the outside.
What the
But
fuck is this?
yeah.
Why is your town so depressing compared to mine?
Yeah, my town sucks. But
That
you
looks
don't
like
go there for.
a half-built abandoned building.
I wouldn't really
That
go
looks
there
more
for
haunted than the cemetery.
You want to see the inside?
Is it just going to be fucking
It
bricks
can't be
and
that much
spider
worse. It's
cob?
just gonna be.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a bar. That's
Can't
all
hurt
it
me.
is.
It pretty much is. It's actually kind of booths,
It's
but
going to be
there's
like
Yeah, booths
five
and bars,
rotting
that's it.
corpses in there.
and then
Yeah, these are definitely not haunted food places. Jesus Christ!
where that guy is
What the
standing is where the
fuck?
wall is.
What the fuck?
That's how small it is.
Oh my god, that
You
reminds me of the
don't-
one place in Iowa I visited. It's like this hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. Again, literally, same fucking story. Except no pharmacy. People just fucked up demolishing it and they couldn't get it to collapse, so they just moved in.
The howdy partner sign.
It's
hello
the
there,
exact
partner.
same!
I understand you're recording, but I do have to ask, what the fuck are you all sending? I'm just seeing these pictures of. Like,
These are all restaurants.
why are you sending pictures of random restaurants?
Because
They're not
today's
random.
topic is food.
Those are some
Well,
nice
yes,
looking
they
fries.
are
though.
random.
Yeah, those fries are coated in sea salt.
They
And
do look like, what the fuck is that burger? That burger looks fucking delicious, man. What the fuck?
that would be Neo's best burger state restaurant. Yeah, we also went on a top rant about the fucking ancient pizza store, which is the one that just has Charlie's and just has plaid all over the floor. That is definitely not using meat from the funeral home that I work at to make their pizzas, which also has one of the most probably haunted graveyards.
You want to see how sad these burgers are?
And we just went on another rant. Oh my god, I forgot about Dairy Dock. Oh,
I'm sorry, but their cheese fries are a crime.
Alright, never
do
mind.
you guys like dairy? Like, any dumb question. Like, at all?
In
Any
what
dairy.
sense?
Are you asking
I
if I
do like
like
cheese.
straight dairy?
Like, milkshake, shit like that.
Not really.
Yeah, I have to drink milk, or like anything that has like dairy and all, because my medication for my epilepsy can cause osteoporosis. So stuff like that helps.
Well,
with,
we have this one place literally so far out of town that you would have to drive explicitly to either go there or after you're coming home from the lake. Like, it is, bam, that is the Dairy Dock. The inside of it is not much better, but the shakes, a small would be considered a large in other places. A
You're making
large
fun of my place.
is basically served in a fucking bucket.
and the small for Americans is our large.
Yeah. So this small.
That doesn't look that big.
There is
That
no
is taken down from a
context.
top-down shot.
That's pretty normal.
What is the
Yeah.
banana for comparison?
Do you want
The
to see
banana
the
for
large?
reference?
Yeah,
Sweet.
that small doesn't look that big, man.
I'll just
It's
fucking
pretty-
pull up a large shake. If I could spell it right. I'm trying to find a fucking photo of it, but these things are... No, it's just bringing up Dairy Queen. Boo.
Also, homie, I will have you know, Hotline Miami is not shit. It is one of the best video games ever made.
It looks like shit.
Why?
It is so fucking good, man. That's in my top 3 games of all time.
I think I'm out of ammo for now for all the restaurants in my town.
Same.
Proxy, you gotta fucking.
I'm
You know
not
what? Proxy
fucking
2!
proxy for the 10th fucking time.
No, you're Proxy 2, goddammit. I can't seem to remember which one's which, so you might as well just be Proxy.
Jesus, man, that's just.
I have not said it right once. Every fucking time I gotta refer to him.
Yeah, and
It
one
is
time
in proxy.
when you actually talk about Pro, I'm like, are you fucking talking to me?
Oh, I'm gonna come off Tarkov right now.
Oh god. I woke up from a 18-hour sleep. I just passed out finally.
I haven't slept.
Oh yeah, I suppose I probably should bring up an image of the B&G I was talking about.
I probably could do with more sleep. But fuck it. One sec. My volume's way too loud right now. There, okay. So have you just been talking about food this entire time?
Yes, it's the entire point of the episode. Anyway, that is a photo of the biscuits and gravy I'm talking about. Or how we talked about at the beginning when we were talking about favorite foods.
I was just about to say that's really tiny, but it's a photo.
Yes. Usually it's served like 4 biscuits at a time. Not whole biscuits, just split in half.
That looks way too chunky to be appetizing.
Those chunks are in fact sausage chunks. If you guys ever come to visit this hellhole of a town that is definitely not haunted, I'll personally start making random food. Don't worry, at least it can't be as bad as the maggot macaroni Alfredo shit that I had.
Yeah, you're certainly not selling your time very well.
No. That was something that my sister made, and there's a reason I don't talk to her. Because she thinks 2-year-old box pasta won't be infested by maggots. Anyway, are we almost out of fucking ammo entirely for our rants? Because I am completely out now.
Yeah, for food, pretty much.
I'm an outcast in my age group, but apparently every other young age group fucking adores me, and I don't know why.
Well, I do think that's mostly because you're like the old wise man to them.
I mean, I do carry myself around with a fucking cane half the time. I have a fucking foot-long walking stick that looks like it could straight up turn into a fucking shillelagh at a moment's notice.
Are you allowed to get... In America, it's illegal to get a sword built into that.
It is not.
Over here, it's illegal to have a sword built into like a walking stick or
cane.
something.
Yeah.
A cane, whatever.
Yeah, you can buy those for $40 here.
But
Yeah,
but
you
wait,
can't
why
have
are you
consult
walking around with a
here.
cane?
Because I can. And I, in public, I am almost always in my fucking religious clothes.
Which are?
You know stereotypical pilgrim's clothing?
No clue.
Yeah, ours are gray, and we paint symbols onto them. So effectively, I'm wearing a fucking pilgrim's garb with old, ancient fucking symbols painted onto them. And I'm walking around with a massive foot-long stick.
In that misty ass
Just in
fucking
public.
graveyard in the middle of fucking
Yes.
nowhere.
Yes!
You look fucking terrifying, probably.
Yes! I will just... Here's the
You
bad
are
part.
the-
I'm a heavy, tall motherfucker, yet I can walk so quietly.
You are that fucker in the horror movie. You are
When
you are the
when I
monster
was
in the
younger-
horror movie.
When I was younger, I was given a fucking keychain, and I'm fairly certain it was exclusively so I would not sneak up on people anymore. Because people, like even my siblings who have extremely good hearing, won't hear my fucking fat ass. Ignore that. I did not just accidentally bump into something.
Talks about being a
And here's
master
the bad
of
part.
sex.
Here's the bad part.
Fucking
When I was
instant.
really young, I was very good at crab walking. And if you were familiar with how crab walking works, effectively, no, I'm not that good at it anymore. You walk on all
Like, dude,
four.
you're acting like you're an old man. Like, oh
Sorry.
yeah, it's my arthritis. I can't do it anymore. Like, bro, you're what, like 17?
Yes. And I'm fat, so I might as well be old.
Like, calm
America
down, mate. The
moment.
only one who's old is homie.
Are we going to have a death on the podcast? I mean, he did
No,
say he went to the
not
heart
yet.
attack grill a couple minutes ago, so that might be catching up to him.
All I had there was a fucking pound of wings, which I am immediately regretting now saying that I have had a pound of wings. It was a pound of wings and a pound of fries, and I ate it all. Good
As
God,
I
I'm
said
fat.
before,
Getting angry.
America moment.
Yeah, average American.
I have a bottomless stomach.
That's not helping your case.
It's really not, but I'm still surprised I can be relatively sneaky.
Not in a couple of years when you'll be driving around your fucking lawnmower to the heart attack grill.
It's only a matter of time before you too see the fucking cloaked madman with a stick just walking around your local graveyard. One of these days, I'm gonna find you visiting one of your relatives' graves, and I will whack you in the head. I'm not going to kill you, but just fucking hit you in the head hard enough to where you feel it.
And that's how the horror movie begins. I'm like
Yes, you
the
see
first
me?
victim,
You
then
had
you get a
strength.
taste of blood, and then you need to keep fucking murdering people. It's the
Yeah, no, murder hasn't taken part in the cult yet.
yeah.
I won't be surprised, but it's not part of our rituals yet.
Don't
Probably won't be.
Norse like mythology and gods
We used
have
to
like
sacrifice people.
yeah.
We don't do it anymore out of fear of legal repercussions.
Of course.
But
that's
say
the
if you
only
have a
way.
bunch of enough of the rich old folks that tend to have high control over politics within your hometown, part of your group, you might be able to get away with a few things.
Might. You definitely could. I mean, if you look at
I'm
what the
saying
original
might so I can't be, tried for corruption or anything.
Here
they're
we
not
still
gonna
have
try you for shit. There's so much corruption, no one can try anyone for corruption at this point. It's just, the Spider-Man point at each other meme. That's just corruption in the Western world at this point.
Yeah.
it's a competitive corruption. Just kind of the shit that Greek citizens and Greek government has. It just each one tries to see how much they can steal from the other. Because like 9% of the people tax evade, the government then just adds taxes for the sake of adding taxes. It's basically an arms race.
Yeah, and what happened over here in Scotland was our government was so unbelievably corrupt that their own private security, which is just the police, had to arrest them because they were that corrupt that they couldn't hide it anymore.
How did we
Anyways,
go from food to
Centrist
graveyard
episode.
pizza to...
Yeah,
Corruption.
centrist episode, no politics.
All right.
On the top.
I mean, that's not real. That's not really politics. I mean, everyone doesn't like that party, so it's a pretty centrist at this point. Like that, I don't know if you still defending them because they stole money from their own supporters. So it's not like their supporters are going to be like, "Yeah, steal money from us."
Yeah, true, actually. But yeah, talking about cults, we also have some people who believe in the 12 gods of Olympus and all of that in here. And they do actually take lambs and sacrifice them, which has caused a lot of fucking controversy with the vegan animal activist crowds. But just kind of don't really give a fuck. They just go out in the fields with the garbs that they wear and just sacrifice lambs and do fucking dance to Dionysus and Zeus.
That reminds me of, did you know, you see when God of War 3 came out, right? Sony held a like, huge party for it, and they actually sacrificed a real goat.
Based.
Yeah, it's just a shame those games aren't good, but yeah, I mean,
I saw
they
they
give
do
them
God
credit.
of War with the Norse mythology, and it was.
Yeah.
I never really liked God of War because they actually just fucking butchered Greek mythology for the most part.
Oh, they butchered Norse even worse.
Yeah,
Like the logic of that new one makes zero sense. So apparently all the mythologies just exist together, and Kratos just went, killed everyone. I'm just gonna go live in Norse now. Like you could just decide on a whim which mythology he is. It was retarded. But no, I don't like those games. I thought calling the new God of War games is generous actually. They're closer to movies, but
also, I think they've said that Christianity is also canon in the God of War universe, so
oh
ju-
god,
I just
no,
want to see like
no.
30 years down the line Kratos versus Jesus. That would be
That
just,
is
just
just
fucking.
that's asking for a disaster. That is quite literally just asking for a disaster. I mean,
Kratos versus the
we were
Prophet
breaking.
Muhammad.
Oh no!
And just
But like,
fucking see fucking jihadists just publicly execute the developers in the middle of
well, remember,
fucking Ontario, where the fuck is the studio where they build that?
remember, sorry, we talked about what's her name, Jaden Animations on the Slack channel got into
Oh, the bitch that
controversy.
has a bunch of porn of her.
Yeah, she got into like a controversy because she made some fake edgy jokes about Christianity, and all the retarded Christians got really upset about that. And to be fair, the jokes weren't funny. She came off as a Reddit atheist. But yeah, no, like that gets Christians riled up. Imagine Kratos fighting and killing Jesus.
Yeah, but that would be
Like
so fucking funny.
it would be funny, but I already know there's going to be a double standard where I don't see Sony going after Muhammad or like any of the non-white religions.
Yeah, of course not, because there would actually be bloodshed. People would
Yeah,
die.
so
And
well, there you go. That's Homie's take on it. All non-white religions are violent.
I never said that.
exactly.
I just said that there
I
is
said they
a
wouldn't go
sect
for.
of
I said they
Islamism.
wouldn't go for any.
There
I
are
said they wouldn't go for any
jihadists
of the
that
non.
would
I
actually
said
kill
they
people.
Homie,
How
I said they wouldn't go for
do
any
you
of
get
the
this far from
non-white
food?
religions, and you immediately went, "They're going to kill. There's going to be bloodshed."
Yeah, but am I wrong?
I mean,
The
Buddhism isn't a white religion.
what?
There you go.
Yeah.
I got them.
No, I actually did not hear what you say.
I said Buddhism isn't a white religion. It's like, you know, like Indian or something. Hinduism is definitely not white.
Yeah, but
I,
the conversion did not start from a white religion or not.
I made that comment quite near the start.
Probably not here.
I
But yeah, I was saying that if they do like do something on Islam, there will be bloodshed.
yeah,
Let them
and they
spill their
would
own blood.
even if
They're
there wasn't
retarded.
bloodshed, they wouldn't. All I need to say is that Sony's HQ is currently in California. I noticed Hidden Games started to get especially shit when they moved their HQ from Japan to California. I think that says something.
California should go back to being on fire.
I ain't saying what it says, but it says something. But nah, fuck California, shit place. Why haven't you guys just like kicked out yet?
What?
Oh, yeah, speaking of California, have you seen that the Hollywood writers are on strike now?
Oh yeah, they're gonna be using AI to try and get rid of them.
Yeah, well, that's what. Let me pull this up. That was one of their demands. Was that they didn't
θες,
want
γαμώτος?
AI to do that? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, they're going on strike. No, that was the original one. Can I get the current one here? Fucking New York. I'm not subscribing to you, fucking New York Times. I'm not subscribing. Okay, here, AP News. All right, why are writers striking? Apparently due to streaming, their money has shrunk. Let's see. Yeah, apparently it's streaming. It's caused them to have less money. Okay, here's what will apparently be affected by it. The Tonight Show by Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel Live, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, all immediately went to hiatus. Oh, nice, James Corden is off. Good. Saturday Night Live is off. That's about it. Okay, let's see, anything that's scripted that actually matters. I can't find anything about things currently. I remember that there was like the 2008 one the quite notoriously affected Transformers 2. It also affected Breaking Bad, but I don't know what the new one's gonna do. I don't really care. I've not seen. The last movie I saw was Avatar 2,
Anyways,
which was like what? That was 5 months ago.
anyways,
That film was Kano though.
we've been recording for about an hour, so should we
Is
wrap
it
up?
about time to end the episode? Because I think we're completely done with our on topic.
Yeah, I do believe
I'm just
so.
rambling for you cunts now.
Yeah.
So thank you
Like
everybody
usual.
for watching. Let me fucking do an outro.
See you outro then.
So
Just do it already, pussy!
Fucking mute me if you need to, you cunt.
No, you know what? Fuck you. Brent, you do it.
You want me to do?
Fuck off.
No,
He wasn't even here for the start of it!
I
Brett,
don't even know
give
what
the
you're
good old
talking about.
cultist.
Come on,
You're
do it, you
moron.
fucking proxy bitch!
You claiming to take over the fucking show, you fucking do it then.
Like and
Can't do the
subscribe.
fucking intro.
Episode end.
End.